service pros. Stop competing price. Start dominating value. This is the Pool Profit Pros podcast, your personal roadmap to $1 million money model for your pool business. The Pool Profit Pros podcast is a production of ProTuff Products, a premium pool pro solutions provider since 2014. Let's face it, every pool service company has problems. Let's generate effective solutions together.
Welcome to the Deep Dive. We're here to merge your hard-earned operational skills with, well, some sharper strategy.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if you're running a pool service business, you know the big one, right? That constant grinding pressure to compete just on price.
Oh, it's brutal.
Yeah.
It really is the classic race to the bottom.
Yeah.
And it just creates this awful cycle.
Oh.
Well, you end up with these paper-thin margins.
Yeah.
You attract the, let's say, meatiest clients who want the world for nothing. And you're just stressed constantly because there's zero cushion for growth or new gear or, even taking a decent break.
Totally. So our mission today, we want to give you a solid framework to get out of that trap for good.
Yeah.
We're diving into crafting what we're calling an irresistible offer. It's about making your service so valuable, so different, that you basically create your own category.
A category of one?
Exactly. And when you pull that off, price comparisons, they just disappear. Hashtag the commodity trap.
When you let price lead the conversation, you're basically saying your expertise, your skill is just a commodity. Like buying salt at the hardware store.
Yeah, interchangeable.
Right. And the consequences hit fast, and they hurt. Those thin margins mean one unexpected truck repair, one spike in chemical costs.
And your profit for the month is just gone. Poof.
Exactly. Gone. And think about the clients you attract with low prices.
Oh, don't get me started. They can be exhausting. We all know that client, right? The one who seems to spend more time checking your service log photos than actually, enjoying the pool.
Uh-huh. The one calling you at the crack of dawn because they saw a leaf floating, because they feel entitled to absolute pristine perfection for that rock-bottom rate they hunted down.
It's because their whole focus is stuck on the features. Did you skim today? Did you brush? Not the big picture.
Right. Not the outcome. And that's the key pivot we're talking about. Moving from being a commodity easy to compare, focused on tasks, to being a value-driven business, focused on the transformation you deliver.
It's like the classic Starbucks example, isn't it? I mean, they sell coffee, basically. Caffeinated water.
Pretty much.
But millions happily pay, $5, $6? Because they're not just buying the coffee, they're buying the consistency, the routine, maybe that feeling of a little luxury, the reliable Wi-Fi.
The whole experience.
Yeah, the whole package. They feel like the value they get is way bigger than the price tag. And that feeling, that's what we need to create for your pool service.
Your client shouldn't just think, okay, pool's clean. They should be thinking, wow, my entire summer is stress-free because these guys handle everything. Guaranteed.
That's a powerful shift. Okay, so how do we actually build that feeling, that sense of overwhelming value? We need to get inside the customer's head, understand why they choose to buy.
Right. And it really boils down to perceived value. There's this framework. Let's call it the value equation. It's got 4 parts, 4 variables you need to optimize.
4 variables, okay.
Yep. Essentially, you need to crank up 2 positive things way up and push 2 negative things way down dramatically.
Makes sense. Maximize the good stuff, minimize the bad stuff.
Exactly. So let's hit the positives first. Number 1, the dream outcome.
The dream outcome. Okay, what does that mean in pool terms?
It means thinking beyond just clean pool. It's about the transformation. What does that perfectly maintained pool allow them to do or feel? For, say, a busy homeowner, maybe the dream is hosting a spontaneous pool party on a Friday night, absolutely knowing the pool is perfect, 0 stress, total confidence.
Okay, so it's the peace of mind, the convenience, the feeling they get.
Precisely. That's the first positive to amplify. The second positive is the perceived likelihood of achievement.
Perceived likelihood of achievement. That sounds important.
Oh, it's huge. Arguably the most powerful lever you have. It's all about trust. How confident is that potential client that you will actually deliver on that dream outcome you just painted?
Right, because 2 companies could promise the same thing.
Yep. Both promise a sparkling clean pool, hassle-free. But the one that inspires more confidence, more trust, they get to charge the premium price. Simple as that.
So how do you boost that trust factor? What does that look like?
It's about making your quality visible, tangible, systematized. It's not enough to just be reliable. You have to prove it.
Okay, like how?
Think about things like automated digital service reports. You know, the ones with photos and timestamps, sent the second your tech leaves the property.
Yeah, I've seen those. They look professional.
They do. Or maybe it's super sharp branded uniforms and clean trucks. Or even maybe publishing your on-time service stats somewhere. You're basically using professionalism and data to kill their doubt before it even starts.
Okay, so we've amped up the dream, built the trust, but you said there were negatives to tackle too. People are also motivated by avoiding pain, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So we need to aggressively shrink the downsides. The first negative is perceived time delay.
How long they have to wait for the good stuff.
Exactly. Minimize that wait. Now, obviously, balancing pool chemicals takes some time. You can't rush chemistry. But you can speed up the feeling of getting value. Quick wins. Things like guaranteeing a super fast callback time for any urgent issues, say, within 30 minutes. Or maybe giving them instant access to their own online portal the moment they sign up. It delivers an immediate sense of progress and attention.
Little things that show you're responsive and on top of it.
Right. It shortens that psychological distance to the result. And the final piece, the fourth variable, is perceived effort and sacrifice.
Okay, what's that about?
It's about making it easy for the client. You have to minimize the work, the hassle, the mental energy they have to put in to get that beautiful, clean pool.
The convenience factor again?
Huge factor. People will often pay a significant premium for the low-effort solution, even if a cheaper, do-it-yourself or high-effort option exists.
Can you give an example?
Sure. Think about doing your taxes. You could buy the software, gather all your documents, input everything, double-check it all. That's the high-effort, lower-cost option.
Right.
Or you could hire a great CPA. You basically dump a shoebox of receipts on their desk, answer a few questions, and they handle all the complexity. Low effort for you, but much higher cost.
And people gladly pay the CPA.
Many do, because the value of minimizing their effort and worry is huge. Your pool service needs to be the CPA of pool care, not the tax software. If the client still has to constantly check levels themselves or call around to find a separate repair guy you recommend, you haven't truly minimized their effort.
Got it. Make it effortless for them. Okay, this all sounds great. Boost the dream, build trust, speed things up, make it easy. But how do you deliver that kind of tailored value if you're trying to serve, well, everyone with a pool?
You can't. That's the short answer.
No.
You absolutely cannot deliver that level of specific high-impact value to a super broad generic audience. The needs are just too different.
So what's the solution?
Niching down. You have to define your ideal client, your avatar. And I mean, get specific, not just pool owners in the suburbs.
Okay, like what then?
Right. Busy, dual-income professional families in the North Hills area with recently installed high-end infinity pools who travel at least 4 weeks a year and value automated home systems, something like that.
Wow, that's really specific.
It has to be, because that level of specificity lets you uncover their exact fears and desires. That family isn't worried about a few leaves like the budget client might be. They're worried about coming home from Italy to a swampy green pool and a $5,000 emergency repair bill.
Okay. So knowing the niche helps you understand the real pain points.
Exactly. And when you understand their specific pain, you stop selling generic pool cleaning and you start selling a tailored solution to their anxieties. You start speaking their language.
Okay, but let me push back on that a little because this is where people get nervous, right? If I niche down that tight, say I decide I only want to work on pools attached to homes worth over $1 million or only saltwater systems, aren't I cutting out like 80% of the potential market?
That's the number one fear. Absolutely. I'm leaving money on the table.
Yeah. Doesn't that shrink my potential revenue? That sounds risky, especially for a smaller business.
It sounds risky, but it's usually based on a flawed idea.
Yeah.
The idea that more volume always equals more profit, especially at lower prices. The reality is often the opposite.
How so?
When you try to talk to everyone, your message gets watered down. It doesn't truly resonate strongly with anyone, but when you niche down and speak directly to those specific high-end families or saltwater pool owners or whatever your niche is, your message hits them like a laser beam.
Because it's tailored just for them.
Precisely. You suddenly become the obvious, maybe even the only choice they seriously consider. And that position, that allows you to charge a significant premium.
It reminds me of that story about motor oil. You know the one.
Tell me.
This company had a standard good quality motor oil, let's say 10W40, whatever. Sales were okay, nothing special. Then they took the exact same oil, didn't change the formula one bit, but they put it in a different bottle, slapped a cool new label on it, and marketed it specifically to motorcycle owners. Motorcycle Max Performance Oil or something.
Hey, what happened?
Sales went through the roof. The perception changed everything. Motorcycle guys felt, this is made for me, for my bike. They perceived it as specialized, superior, worth paying more for.
Even though it's the same stuff. That's brilliant. The product didn't change, just the framing and the targeting.
Exactly. So once you've picked that niche and you've built this amazing package for them, how do you frame the price, especially if it's higher than what people might be used to?
Great question. You need to use price anchoring. It's a super powerful psychological technique.
Anchoring, how does that work?
You strategically present a significantly higher priced option first. This sets a high anchor point in the client's mind. Then, when you reveal your main premium offer, which is still priced well, but lower than the anchor, it suddenly looks like a fantastic deal in comparison.
Relative value.
Precisely. The easiest way to do this is with tiered pricing. Let's say you have a really solid premium care package, and that's the one you actually want most clients to choose.
Okay.
To make that premium care package seem like the best value, you need to create an even higher tier above it. Call it the Platinum Concierge tier or something.
Something that sounds exclusive.
Right. And price it, say, 40 or 50% higher than your premium care package. Load it up with absolutely everything imaginable, maybe weekly pool deck pressure washing, replacing filter cartridges twice as often, whatever. Even if only a tiny fraction of clients, maybe 5%, ever actually buy it.
So the Platinum tier isn't really about selling that tier itself.
Not primarily. Its main job is to be the anchor. When a potential client sees that super high Platinum price first, their brain registers that as the top end. Then when they see your premium care price, it immediately feels reasonable, like the smart value pack choice.
Wow. So the highest tier actually helps you sell more of the middle premium tier.
Significantly more. And it lifts your average transaction value across the board. It's all about framing. Hashtag building the irresistible offer stack. Pool Pro specifics. Okay, so we've niched down, we're framing the price with anchoring. But that core offer, the one you want them to choose, it needs to feel absolutely packed with value to justify that premium price.
Right. It can't just be, we clean your pool really well.
No way. You need to stack the offer with components that have high perceived value for the client, but ideally relatively low operational cost or effort for you and your team.
Moving beyond just the basic skim, brush, and balance.
Way beyond. We need concrete, specific add-ons that screen premium and peace of mind.
Okay, let's brainstorm some. What are some actual actionable things a pool pro listening right now could add to their stack?
Think preventative. Things that stop problems before they happen. For instance, offering proactive O-ring and seal lubrication or even replacement on a schedule, say quarterly or semi-annually.
Okay, why is that valuable?
Because replacing a few cheap O-rings takes your tech maybe 10 extra minutes, costs pennies in parts. But it helps prevent a catastrophic pump leak or seal failure down the road, which could easily cost the homeowner, what, $800, $1,000 in repairs and downtime?
So it's like selling insurance against a big, costly headache.
Exactly. It's an insurance-type benefit. Clients love paying a bit more for that kind of preventative peace of mind. It feels smart.
I like that. Selling peace of mind. What else fits that mold?
How about leveraging technology you probably already use, but presenting it differently? Instead of just testing the water, offer comprehensive quarterly water analysis reports.
Reports? Like printed out?
Could be printed, or better yet, digital PDFs. Include graphs showing the chemical trends over time, maybe projections. Use your testing equipment data, but package it professionally.
So it positions you less like a cleaner and more like a consultant, a water quality expert.
Precisely. It elevates the perception of your expertise. Or another tech angle. Offer premium monitoring services. Maybe basic leak detection checks as part of a higher tier. Finding a slow leak early saves a homeowner hundreds on their water bill and prevents potential damage to the pool shell or deck.
Huge value there. Again, preventing a bigger problem.
Right. The common thread here is that many of these high-value add-ons are about selling certainty. The client is paying a premium to not have to worry about the what-ifs.
Okay, selling certainty. That makes sense. But if you're selling certainty, you absolutely have to back it up, right?
You must. Which brings us to guarantees. A powerful guarantee is non-negotiable if you're asking for premium pricing. It completely removes the risk for the client.
Removes the risk. How strong are we talking?
Really strong. Think about something like a crystal clear commitment. You promise that if there's any issue with water clarity or basic aesthetics reported within, say, 24 hours of your service, you'll return and fix it immediately. No questions asked.
Okay, that sounds good.
And if you can't fix it within that 24-hour window for some reason, the next week's service is completely free.
Wow, okay. Free service. That sounds generous. Maybe even risky. What if people abuse it?
Well, firstly, it forces you and your team to be incredibly diligent and precise. It raises your own operational standards, which is good. Secondly, it obliterates buyer's remorse for the client. They feel totally safe choosing you, even at a higher price point.
Okay, I see the upside for conversions, but what about those potential abusers?
Well, here's the hidden genius of a really strong guarantee. It actually acts as a filter.
A filter. How?
Think about it. If a brand new client in their first month immediately starts trying to nitpick and trigger that 24-hour free service clause over something incredibly minor, almost invisible, what does that tell you?
They might be looking for reasons to complain. Maybe they're going to be difficult long-term.
Exactly. They're waving a giant red flag. That strong guarantee helps you identify those potentially problematic, high-maintenance, low-profit clients right at the beginning. You can then have a conversation, manage expectations, or even decide they're not the right fit for your premium service before they become a major drain.
Wow. Okay, so a bold guarantee isn't just a sales tool. It's actually a client screening mechanism, too. That's really smart.
It protects your business model.
So we have the niche, the stacked offer, the anchor pricing, the strong guarantee. How do we wrap this all together? How does it actually work in practice?
It needs the right structure. This amazing, irresistible offer has to plug into a well-thought-out money model.
A money model?
Yeah, basically the sequence of offers and payments that ensures you have good cash flow, profitability, and ideally recurring revenue. Improving how you actually monetize each client relationship and how long you keep them. Those are often the biggest levers for serious growth in a service business like pool care.
Right. It's not just about getting the first sale.
Not at all. Think about the fitness industry. Lots of gyms just offer a standard free 7-day trial. It's okay to get some people in the door.
Yeah, pretty common.
But some really successful, fast-growing fitness programs did something different. They used a specific, really compelling initial offer structured differently, like a 6-week challenge, get your money back type of thing.
Okay, how did that work?
They'd sell a premium-priced, short-term package, the 6-week challenge. It had clear goals, lots of support, and the hook was, if you hit specific, measurable results, by the end lose X pounds, hit Y fitness metric, you got your entire fee back.
The whole fee.
But as a credit towards a longer-term, say, annual membership.
Ah, clever. So it wasn't just a refund, it was an incentive to commit long-term.
Exactly. That offer was irresistible because it combined a huge positive, the dream outcome of fitness weight loss, a high perceived likelihood of achievement, structured program, coaching, minimal time delay, only 6 weeks, low perceived effort, clear plan to follow, and it eliminated the financial risk if they succeeded.
Wow.
It converted way more of those initial signups into loyal, high-value recurring members compared to a simple free trial. That difference in the money model allowed them to scale much, much faster.
So the structure of the offer sequence matters just as much as the offer itself.
Absolutely critical for sustainable growth. Hashtag outro.
Okay, so wrapping this up, this deep dive really drives home that winning in the pool service game isn't about slashing prices. It's about stepping out of that game entirely.
Yeah, it's about crafting that distinct, irresistible offer. It means getting laser focused on those 4 value variables we talked about.
Right. Maximize that dream outcome. Build rock-solid perceived likelihood of achievement.
And simultaneously crush the perceived time delay and the client's effort and sacrifice. Make it fast and easy for them.
And when you do that consistently for the right niche, you really do move out of the comparison trap. You're not just another poor guy anymore.
You're building a premium brand. You escape those razor-thin margins. You're actually building a valuable business, not just, buying yourself a really demanding, low-paying job.
Which brings us to maybe the most important takeaway, the big question for you, the pool pro listening right now, to really think about. Once you successfully make this shift, once you stop competing on price and start commanding those healthy premium margins, what does that extra profit actually buy you? What's the real prize?
Yeah, that's the key question. It's not just about more money in your pocket, though that's nice. It buys you freedom.
Freedom too.
freedom to invest back into the business. It buys you better systems, better software, maybe that new truck or piece of diagnostic gear you've been needing. Critically, it buys you the ability to hire, train, and keep top-tier employees, professional, reliable people.
The kind of people who can help you scale.
Exactly. Those are the investments, the people, the systems that ultimately kill the limitations holding your business back right now. That extra profit buys you the resources to build something truly scalable, sustainable, and ultimately more freeing for you personally.
That's the real win. Becoming a premium brand isn't just about price. It's about building a better future for your business and yourself.